I think turning Ethiopia from the landlocked economy that it has become into one that gains again access to the sea is not only of national priority for Ethiopia, but is of great potential for the development of the entire region. Because if you think of the capacity of Ethiopia to produce goods and services compared to the other economies in the region, if those goods reach one of the ports or several of the ports of the region, those ports' activity will multiply by 10 times just by getting the Ethiopian products to be traded through it. That would create more economic activity, more volume of trade through these ports. It will create jobs. It will create further economic activities that trickle down away from the ports. So it would have a potential to develop the entire region. I think that the Horn of Africa has a crucial importance for the Gulf countries from many different perspectives. The first one is maritime security. We need peace and stability in the Horn to ensure the container traffic through the Gulf of Eden and then further through the Suez Canal, which are essential parts of the development strategies of the Gulf countries. We rely massively on trade, on logistics, on transportation, and without security in the Red Sea, we have to go all the way down through the Horn to the Cape of Good Hope, and that increases the time and the cost of the maritime traffic. So we need this part of the world to be as stable and secure as possible for this on one end. We also have strategic interest in collaborating with the Horn of Africa in other sectors and other domains. One of them would be food security. The Gulf countries import between 80 and 90% of their food from the rest of the world because nothing much grows in the desert. So arable land is hard to find, whereas it is abundant here in the Horn of Africa. You have great agricultural potential, and we can invest in producing food here by transferring technology, transferring machinery, transferring know-how, training the local farmers, ensuring good production capacities of agriculture, and then being able to export part of that for the Gulf countries and leaving the rest for exports for other countries. We also have strategic interests in diversifying our energy investments. We are diversifying away from oil and gas in the Gulf, and particularly the UAE and Bahrain have done excellent efforts in diversifying away from oil. But we are also diversifying by investing in other parts of the world in renewable energies, and particularly the wind potential here in the Gulf is, in the Horn of Africa, is very, very useful to be harnessed. So we can invest and are already investing in the wind farms. We can also invest in solar energy. We do invest in hydrogen, and the region has potential for many other such investments to appear here, besides the normal investments that we've already undertaken in port infrastructure and in connectivity, which are very important for the development of Africa itself.